Hi everyone, Chelsea Face here. This video is one that I've been wanting to do for months now. Forgive my appearance and where I'm at and everything. I'm just really excited to start this and I didn't want to wait till I had time to sit down in front of my bookshelves and do it. But I'm going to read through the entire manga series of KageTora. This right here is a series that I started collecting way back when I was like in high school, I think. And I only bought the first 5 volumes full price in the store when it was releasing. 6 through 11 I got used on random used book websites. So I'm very excited to finally read the entire series. I've never read the entire series before, but I remember really liking the first 5 that I read. And it reminded me a lot of Ranma Half and Inuyasha. I'll read you the back of the first one just so you kind of get a synopsis of what to expect from this. It says, Mission Impossible. The young ninja KageTora has been given a great honor to serve a renowned family of skilled martial artists. But on arrival, he's handed a challenging assignment. Teach the heir to the dynasty, the charming but clumsy Yuki, to the deft moves of self-defense and combat. Yuki's inability to master the martial arts is not what makes this job so difficult for KageTora. No, it is Yuki herself. Someday she will head her family dojo, and for a ninja like KageTora to fall in love with his master is a betrayal of his duty, the ultimate dishonor, and strictly forbidden. Can KageTora help Yuki overcome her ungainly nature, or will he be overcome by his growing feelings? And it says it includes special extras after the story. This is a 13+ rated manga. It was by Del Rey Kodansha. Originally $10.95 per volume. But yeah, I'm very excited to start it again. And I want to take you guys with me. This is going to be a pretty long journey. I hope to update you very frequently and let you guys see what this is all about because I haven't heard anyone else talk about this. I know it's out of print and old, so that's part of it. But also, even before then, I don't remember anyone else reading this. So I just want to give some shout outs to older manga as well. And it's not impossible to find these volumes, so I don't feel like even if they are out of print, it would be impossible for some people to get a hold of them, especially if you don't mind them being library copies, because apparently a lot of libraries carry this. But anyways, let's get started. I'm very excited to start the series and see if I want to keep it or not, because that's really what this is all about, to see if I want to keep this in my collection or if I want to resell it and make the space for some new series that I will love. So let's jump into it and see what I think. I finished the first volume of KageTora. I just want to say, I gave it 3 stars. I think that it has a lot of potential and this could be a really good series. I just think that for it starting off, they were very repetitive with what is at stake here and what is going on and who is what and why they're doing this. And I get that he's a ninja, he has his duties. He can't fall in love with his master or he'll be in trouble. He needs to protect her and teach her. And that she's clumsy and silly and he likes her and we don't know if she likes him yet, but it's like they just keep repeating this over and over again. So I hope that they don't repeat this in every volume, like just make it a theme where they just keep talking about what their duties are and why they need to do this and that. I want more development and more soft moments between these people and more martial arts instead of just repetition. So I hope it gets better. 3 stars on this one. I'm starting the second one now, so say hi.
No, don't look at me!
Guys, so I just finished volume 2 of KageTora and I just wanted to let you guys know what I thought of it real quick. This volume was so much better than the first one. I think that the first one was a little too caught up in what it was trying to tell you the story was going to be. And this one was a lot better. It was a little bit more fleshed out. There's some episodic themes. I think that this is going to be, you know, kind of like an anime with every episode being like, in this one they go to the beach, and this one they go to their hometown, and this one they're doing this, which is totally fine, especially for the era that this came out. It was like 2003, I think was the date I saw on this. So I'm liking it. It's definitely gotten better with this second volume. I gave this one 4 stars. I think that it's going in a really cute, comedy-driven direction, and romance, of course. And we get to see some jealousy between our girl here, Yuki, and another person that jumps into the story. And I'm really liking it. I think that this story is going to be really cute, and I hope that it continues to get better and to give us some more romance and some comedy, you know. It's just real fluffy so far, and I'm really liking it. So on to the next volume. Hey guys, so I just finished volume 4. I know I don't think I went over volume 3 with y'all, but pretty much volume 3 and volume 4 are pretty similar in the idea of what they were doing. Volume 3, they introduced some girls who were rivals to Yuki for KageTora. As far as love interests go, there was a character who decided that she was going to just marry him and steal him away. He didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. And then there was another girl who he knew from his past who came in, and he's just like, she claimed him as her fiance, and that didn't work out. So it's just like trying to create tension and jealousy from Yuki to KageTora. There haven't been any guys fawning. I mean, guys like her and they think she's cute, but there hasn't been any guys like actively pursuing Yuki like there have been for KageTora. So I'm kind of thinking that's probably what's going to happen after this volume, maybe, because they've had like 4 or 5 girls fawning over KageTora for some reason. Like, I get he's cute or whatever, but like, it's really weird seeing all these women just like crawling after this boy, watching Yuki kind of suffer through it. I do think, I like the series so far, but I do think that there is a little bit of blandness to it. It's very, very repetitive. I think that there are some good things to it. It's got a lot going on as far as the love and tension building between these two characters. But KageTora, sometimes he will just say stuff like, I don't know if I can control myself around her. Like if her boobs are out a little bit, or if she's like close to him or something. He talks about not being able to control himself. And to me, that I get what he's saying. I get that at the time this was printed, it wasn't meant to be like rapey or whatever, but it kind of feels oogie in a way like that. Like, I don't like the way it was worded. I think some of this may suffer from translation errors. I could be wrong about that. This is just my opinion, but there are sometimes I'm like, that doesn't sound right, or it didn't make as much sense as it could have, and maybe could have been worded differently. But I'm not a translator. I don't know anything about that. That's just my opinion. But I think that this series, maybe it should be redone. I know it never will be because it wasn't popular. I haven't heard anyone talk about this. That's why I'm reviewing it here. I think that if it did somehow get redone, it could be better. It's just got a lot of really weird way of saying things. And there's a lot of fan service in this. I was very surprised by that because when I read this originally, I only got to this volume. So after this point, it'll be stuff I've never read before. Yeah, I just don't remember it having that much fan service. There's a lot of boob shots. There's a lot of bikinis coming undone and like boobs almost being shown. I'm pretty sure these are high school students. So if that's something that bothers you, you should keep that in mind. I don't know if I think it says at the very beginning that she's a high school student, but I could be wrong. I know she's in school. I just can't remember. I think it's high school, but a lot of boobage. That's kind of typical for some anime, but overall I'm liking it. I think it's cute. I just think that it needs more depth. I think it needs a little bit more substance to it. We did get to see in this particular volume some of KageTora's past with his family, and I really liked the mom chapter. There was a really sweet chapter involving his mother, and I don't want to spoil too much, but it was very precious and very sweet, and we got to see KageTora cry a little bit. And I don't know, that just made me really, I have a thing for boys crying. I can't help it. It makes my heart melt. I just want to protect him, you know? Like, he's a very cute character, and I really like him as a character. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys an update, and I'm about to start volume 5. So this will all be new material for me. I barely remembered any of these first 4 anyways. But yeah, I'm excited to continue on with the series, and let's just get into that. So I wanted to show you guys what I just got in the mail. I ordered this through Mercari, which is like an app. It's like Poshmark, but instead of just clothes, it's anything. So you can pretty much resell anything you have. And someone was reselling. They had not ever used it. They had just opened it and not liked that it didn't have enough Kyos right here on the front of it. So they ordered another one. It's a fruits basket themed backpack. And I've been needing a new backpack purse for a while now. And I got a good deal on it, and I didn't have to pay a penny other than the money I had made from selling stuff, because they let you do that. And it's really cute, and I love it so much. And I just can't get over how darn precious it is. Like, you can see all the animals of the zodiac on it. There's the horse, that me. There's the monkey, that JB. There's the Hermie, he's spoiled. Okay, guys. I'm in my bathroom. If you can't tell, I have a face mask on. It is Elizaveta Milky Piggy Hell Pore Cleanup Mask. This was like a trendy thing a couple of years ago. It's like a gray color, and it supposedly pulls out all your blackheads, but it's pretty strong. I don't remember it being like ridiculous like people said it was, like painful. Like people were crying putting this mask on. Little dramatic. It is painful, but it's not the worst out there. But I wanted to go over volume 5 is the one I just finished of KageTora while I do this. So let's see if I can do both. So volume 5 was really good. I like a lot of the things that it was doing. And I'm sorry if this is really gross, but I just want to do it this way. I'll tell you what I don't like about the volume before I tell you what I do like. So there was one part in the manga where, ooh, that sound though, where KageTora was having a flashback of him and his first love. And he was thinking about her, and I wonder if I can get it all in one piece, about all the things they did together and her teasing him and him telling her all the things he wanted to do growing up. And at one point he did help her do a thing, but it wasn't like he saved her from dying. And she's like a strong ninja. She just randomly says, after she got hurt a little bit, that she wishes she, you know, it's too bad that she can't be as strong as a man no matter how hard she works, because she's a woman and men are just stronger. And I was like, okay, maybe they're gonna like lead this up with something like she's joking, or she saves him as like women can be strong too. No, that never happened. So I was a little disappointed in that. Ooh, scary. I'll put it right back on. And I was just a little disappointed in that, because it's like, you know, I know this manga is old, but that felt a little strange to me. The good things about it, they did what I said I hoped they would do, like bring in a guy for him to be jealous. It only lasted a little bit, like it wasn't nearly as prolonged as the opposite when they were making Yuki jealous. Ooh, there she goes. I'm gonna look at it and see if I got any blackheads. And so that lasted not very long, so we didn't get much of that, but we did get some. And it was, I think he was an American or just some foreigner. He seemed like an American. He had an American name. And that was interesting. I enjoyed that. Him and KageTora fought. And of course it got, you know, show-offy and personal because Yuki was there. Yuki's father shows up, and I really, really liked him. He had glasses, and that is my weakness in anime men. And I like him a lot. I'm not seeing any blackheads. I figured it wouldn't work. I don't remember if it did last time or not. These masks, ooh, am I bleeding? Got some blood on here. I think it was this. Ooh, I also have like some that didn't come off. He was cute. I liked him a lot. Their story was kind of cute and kind of sad. I do wish some of the problems that happen in this manga weren't solved so quickly. Like, I wish they had a little bit more weight to the issues, and maybe someone would stay mad instead of just like, I forgive you so easily. Because, you know, I understand that people forgive each other and that's how life is, but I don't know. I feel like real life isn't that simple. It's not just like you buy someone a present and they forgive you. But, you know, that's just me. Overall, I still am liking it though. But here is my terrifying face mask. It didn't really do much other than make me feel better. So I guess that's better than nothing. Maybe it removed a little bit of oil and some hair off my face because it does pull really strongly. But I'm going to chunk that and make sure my cat can't get it because that would be disgusting. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about it. And today's a good day. A lot of good things have happened in the world. I'm not going to go into it, but good things are happening and I'm excited about it. And I'm about to start volume 6. I have it right here. I told you guys this was a library copy. This is the only one I have that I accidentally bought a library X copy. And I happened to pull off the little film from the inside here, but when I tried to pull it from the front, it left like a really, really sticky residue on the cover. So I might try to do that later. I just don't want to ruin this copy because I do want to read it. And maybe once I finish the series, I can find another copy that isn't an X library and then try to fix it. And if so, I'll sell this one and just keep the other one. And, you know, someone else can get some use out of it. But I'm honestly not that upset that it's an X library copy. I might just keep it and not worry about it ever. Just some thoughts. It's got stains and stuff on it too, but it's heavily readable. Apparently it's from Detroit, Michigan. So it made it its way all the way to Mississippi for me. So that's neat. But yeah, I am excited to get started on this one. I hope you guys are doing well and I'll see you soon. So JB made a ship in Kingdom Hearts 2 and look what it looks like. Are you
judge me?
Are you proud of yourself?
No. I named it the Destroyer.
Oh my gosh. 18 plus. Look at it. He said it's pretty good though. Like it works really well. So
yeah, it's better than the original.
I mean, that's on them, not you, babe. I just wanted you guys to see that real quick. Hey guys, so I just finished volume 8 of KageTora and I've already put it on the shelf so I don't have it to hold, but I wanted to tell you guys about it a little bit. This volume in particular was really strange because half of it, maybe even less than half of it, was actual storyline, like going with what we've been reading the whole time. And then the other half of it were little shorts, like maybe 5 shorts that were put into a shonen magazine at some point. And so they weren't in order with what we were reading at the moment. They were supposedly, I think with a little insert in the middle of the book that explained what was about to happen, said that they were supposed to be in, like, if you were looking at them in order, in volumes 5 and 6, I think, which was really strange, making your brain go back to where they were at that time, and like their age was even different. I liked those little stories. I think they were really, really cute. There was one about a hot spring where KageTora and Yuki and their friends all went to a ski resort, and then they went to a hot spring, and there was like a smexy little moment between them two, which I don't know what age they would be at the time, but I don't think they were 18. I don't know. It's hard to tell with ages here. They don't really tell you, but I'm just going to assume they were over 18. One of them was about the girl who claimed that he was her fiance came back, and Yuki was like worried about her weight. So she was like trying to lose weight, thinking that she'd gotten fat, and she's super skinny, like whatever. But she apparently, her boobs had just gotten bigger and she'd gotten just like a little bit taller. So that's the reason she'd gained weight, not because she's fat or anything. That was kind of weird. I don't really care about people, I don't know, like that one wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. And there was a panel in it that kind of made me mad. It was KageTora was like pretty much telling Yuki to mind her own business. This is ninjas talking right now or something. Not that derogatory, but it still wasn't very nice for him to say to her. And I was just kind of like, I mentioned it in my Instagram stories. If you don't know, you should follow me on Instagram because I constantly am like live story posting about my reading experiences and what I'm reading at the moment, and like beautiful pages or like really weird things that happen in manga. So if you want to see me live read stuff like that, you can. It's not as in-depth as these vlogs, but it's still fun to see as it's happening what I'm getting into and what's happening. But I put that panel in there and it was just really weird. It just felt very unprofessional for him because he's supposed to be her personal guard and her personal ninja, and he's supposed to respect her because she's his master or whatever. And he said something like that to her, and I was like, that's just kind of out of character for him because he's like really soft and sweet and shy and like, I don't know, respectful most of the time, but that particular panel was just not respectful to her and kind of rude, like even as just a friend. Ugh, I didn't like that. I didn't understand. Maybe it was like a translation error or something. There are a few moments in this manga, like the whole series so far, that feel like a translation error, but I don't speak Japanese and I don't translate, so I can't sit here and tell you that that's what it was. They just felt awkward. But anyways, I did like those stories. There was one where she kissed him on the cheek, which was really strange because they've never been that open about their feelings. And there was one where I think that one of them confessed they liked them. It just felt really strange for them to be much more close and open with their feelings in these little shorts than they are in the actual storyline. So I'm not going to take those too much for a grain of salt. I think that I might need to just think those are like random one-shots that aren't in the story canonically. Because in the actual manga that we've been reading, they've been like unsure if they like each other. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see you soon. Next volume is volume 9. So let's get started on it. Okay guys, so I just finished volume 9 of KageTora. This is, I have 2 more volumes left until I am finished with the series. And I wanted to just give you a quick little update on this particular volume. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty as far as the confessions of love for KageTora to Yuki. I think it's going to happen in the next volume. I kind of accidentally saw a spoiler about it at the very back of this volume because there's like chapter previews at the end of this every single volume. And the first few were in Japanese. I'm not sure why the rest of them have been in English. I guess they got caught up in the translations or something. But I was flipping through the very end because there's little comics back there, extras by the artist. And I just so happened to see a page and I'm kind of mad that I saw it, but I'm going to try to ignore it until I get to that part. There's this character, I forgot what his name was. What was his name? But it's this dude right here. If you can see him. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be an American or just a foreigner, but he's not from Japan apparently. And he has like earrings and he's kind of like really, really big and like bulky and buff and just bigger than everyone. Like they make that like a big deal. I'm not sure what country he's from, but he's training with KageTora to become a ninja because he thinks they're cool or whatever. So of course he's a little bit, you know, out of his league with what being a ninja actually entails as far as KageTora believes. And he falls in love with Yuki, and so him and KageTora kind of get into a fight about it because he wants to confess his feelings to her, and KageTora is like, well, go ahead, I can't do anything, so you might as well do that. And he's like, do you really mean that? Because if you do, I'm going to go do that. So they kind of get into a little scrap over it. I'm not going to go into what happens after that because I don't want to spoil too much. Like, I'm already kind of giving away a little bit too much. I'm sorry. Something happens and KageTora has to decide what he's going to do about it. And the next volume is definitely going to be a game changer. And then I think the last one's going to be the resolution of everything. So, like, what's going to happen after all this. So the next one's bound to probably be one of the best ones, I think, because it's going to be like really sweet or like really heartbreaking, one or the other. But it was good. I like this volume okay. I think there was this character that came in. He kind of changed things up a little bit. I kind of wish he had been in it maybe a little bit longer because it would have been really cool for him to actually be a real rival for KageTora. I think they need that in their relationship, honestly. I think there needs to be someone who really makes them know if they love each other or not. Because there have been a couple times, like, for both of the characters, male and female, like him and her, where I feel like they actually like the person that's randomly thrown into this volume more than each other. Like, I don't know. It's really strange. I don't know if maybe I'm just reading into it too much, but it just felt strange a couple of times what was going on between the character and someone else who wasn't the love interest of this story. So I think that was interesting writing choices. Also, I learned something that maybe I just didn't see in the last volume, but at the very end of this one, there's a little comic. You see that cow character right there? Well, in that little blurb bubble next to it, it says, "My manga artist friend who is from Hokkaido." And I was like, their animalification is a cow. Is this Arakawa? So I look over here in the special thanks section and it says Hiromu Arakawa-san. So that's pretty cool. I think I did not know that about this author, was apparently good friends with Arakawa. I've never heard of this author before, so I need to see if they have any more work, maybe more newer works. I don't know if they're still writing or whatever, but I like this series so far. I think that it's going in places. I just want to see if they've improved. And of course, translation's probably improved because there are definitely things that I think are not great in this that have been translated. Some of it didn't make sense. Like, it's not enough to be like totally confusing, but I think it could have been better. That's just my opinion though. I could be totally wrong, but that's my update. I'm excited to get to the next volume. Let's just get into it. So guys, I just finished the final volume of KageTora. Now, I think I skipped 10 reviewing that volume for you guys, but I was just so excited about how the cliffhanger from that one led to the last volume. So I just went ahead and read it really quickly tonight. Overall, I really like the series. If you want specific star ratings, you can go to my Goodreads. I'll have that in my description. Most of them were 4 or 5 stars. I think I gave 1 or 2 of them 3 stars, but the majority of them were probably 4 stars. I think that's what I would give this whole series as a solid whole, is 4 stars, because it has so much potential in it. I think there might have been some translation errors, and that might be really what's holding me back giving it 5 here. There were a couple things that just were kind of weirdly worded, or didn't fit the situation, or just didn't make sense completely, in my opinion. That could have been editing, that could have been translation. I don't know, because I'm not in the publishing. But this was a series that was apparently part of, like, I think it was Random House ran the company that did this manga, which is really strange because and I know the company dissolved that did this, Del Rey, they don't exist anymore. But I found it fascinating, like, reading into that. I don't think that this artist has any more works that's been translated into English, so that makes me kind of sad, because I was looking at their series, and there's one of them that's newer, like 2018, that's like a horror, and it looked really cool, but, you know, if I can't read it, I can't read it. I want to wrap up KageTora for you real quick here, and so the series is really cute. I hope you guys will plan to pick this up if you can. It's very precious. It is not a staple, like a huge, you have to have this kind of story, but it is really sweet and really cute and fun. And I had a few laughs, and I did shed a tear at the very ending with Yuki, the girl. She fought her mother at the very end to get what she wanted, and she did the thing, and it was very sweet, the reunion, and I loved it, and it was very cute. Just thinking about it, it's so sweet. Their relationship's precious. I always, like, I know other people probably do this too, but I always put me and my husband in the places of these characters if it's semi-similar situations. And these two characters remind me a lot of me and my husband, like goofy, silly. I'm a little bit more goofy than him. I don't know, maybe not. We even each other out pretty well. He's really good at martial arts. He's like a martial artist, whatever, and KageTora was a ninja, so he's like good at stuff like that. And then Yuki is not good at it, and she knows nothing, and like I took it for a while, and like I was not good. Anyways, it made me think of my husband, and it just made me happy and sad and all that good stuff. So I just really enjoyed the story. I think that it's simple, so it's not like you're gonna get confused on any of that. The art's cute. I think that the design that the artist went with for, oh yeah, I didn't tell y'all that. At the very end, they let you see the first draft of KageTora. I guess kind of like the pilot episode of KageTora that they didn't keep in the end. It had Yuki looking different in the face. Like her hair was longer. She looked like more of a typical anime character from any anime you could pick her out of. She was very basic looking. And she had huge boobs, like massive boobs. And she was a little dumber and a little more ditzy, bimbo-y, you know. And that's fine. You know, you can read stories about characters like that. I have no problem with that. But the little section that I read, there were so many like moments of like boobs in the face, which the whole manga is kind of that way. That little section was a little bit extra, and it was just weird. Like there was a position that they were in that I was like, you know, that's not okay. And but KageTora was pretty much the same in that one, so it ended up the right decisions were made, I think, in the final version, because Yuki was much more tolerable. But I guess that's it for you guys. I think I've described it well enough. I'm a little tired. It is Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday, thank God. I'm already planning my next video for you guys, so I hope you're excited for the next reading vlog. Let me know if you enjoyed this one. I plan on doing many more. I have ordered some books with some trade that I had accumulated through Mercari. I've been selling stuff on there and then buying new manga to read, and I'm very excited about it. Some of them I've heard about and I've wanted to get for a while, and then some are brand new to me and I'm just like taking a chance on them, so pretty excited about it. Also, subscribe if you like reading vlogs, especially manga ones, because I'm going to be doing one every single day up until Christmas in December. So that's going to be a vlog every single day. It may not be super long depending on how much time I have, but it's going to happen. I'm going to be vlogging. I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be reading at least one volume of manga per day in December. So please subscribe if you want to see that, and let me know in the comments what manga you think I should check out next. I do love reading old series. I'm thinking of making that kind of my thing, where I find these older series that maybe I used to read or that I've never read, and I just kind of go through them if I can find copies. Because, I don't know, I like old manga. I think it's charming, and it takes me back to a time in my life that was simple, and I don't know, they're just different. They just hit different. Sorry. But thank you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.